Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for your daily dose of drama. Let's talk about the weekly Beyond the Gates. Preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31. I need to say that again because July 27 to 31 is going to be absolutely insane. The promo just dropped, and I am honestly still processing it. It feels like the writers have been building up to this week for months. And now it is finally here. Weekly Beyond the Gates. Preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31. Mark your calendars, because things are about to get really messy. Let's start with Naomi and Smitty. So recently they had this really intense chat about Hayley and her so-called friendship with Lynette Wise. You remember Lynette, right? She just vanished months ago. Poof. Gone. And we all know Hayley is shady as hell. Smitty is an investigative reporter, and he is not going to just let this go. He is digging deep into the Lynette story. And honestly, Naomi needs a distraction right now with all her BRCA gene stress and Jacob being so unsupportive. But maybe investigating a potential murder or kidnapping isn't the best stress relief? I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh. But you get what I mean. Naomi has enough on her plate without poking a bear like Hayley. And then we have Kat. Kat and Smitty are apparently going to have a very suspicious conversation. Like, Kat was doing all that amateur sleuthing on Lynette a while back, remember? She was playing detective. And now she is teaming up with Smitty. Or at least comparing notes. What are they going to find out? They are definitely talking about Lynette's connection to Hayley. I mean, who actually believes this is going to end well for anyone involved? Hayley is dangerous. We know she is literally poisoning Bill right now with Randy's help. If Kat gets too close to the truth about Lynette, Hayley might just add her to the hit list. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you guys know how this show operates. But the absolute biggest moment of the weekly Beyond the Gates, preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31, is the Dupree Cousins Family Summit. Yes, finally, the cousins are getting together for a summit. The whole goal of this little family party is to compare notes on Hayley. They are looking at all of her inconsistencies, all the lies, all the weird behavior. Like how she went to get a facial while Bill was in the hospital having tremors. They are building a case against her. It is the beginning of the end for Bill's trophy wife. Or so they think. Because let's be real here. They want to take her down once and but they have no idea what she is actually capable of. They think she is just a gold digger who doesn't care about Bill's health. They don't know she is the one causing his health issues. She and Randy are slipping toxins into his system. The cousins are playing checkers, while Hayley is playing some twisted, lethal game of chess. If they push her into a corner, what is she going to do? I am terrified for them, honestly. But also, I can't wait to watch it unfold. The Fairmont Estates community is not ready for this explosion. And speaking of explosions, let's talk about Dani and Andre. Oh boy. So this week Dani got that anonymous bottle of champagne. And she drank it? She just drank it? Who drinks anonymous alcohol in a soap opera? What were they thinking? Anyway, Andre is completely baffled and panicked. He knows something is up. He is already insecure because of Dani's weird boundaries and that whole tornado elevator hookup with Bill that he doesn't fully know the extent of. And this panic? It is going to carry right over into the weekly Beyond the Gates, preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31. Andre's state of panic is just going to get worse. He is watching his wife unravel, and he knows Bill is pulling her strings. Bill sent that champagne, I am like 99% sure. He is trying to slide back into her life to repay her for keeping quiet about their hookup. Or maybe he just wants to ruin her marriage because he is a massive narcissist. Either way, Andre is suffering. And I feel bad for him, I really do. Sometimes I think Dani doesn't deserve him. Wait, no, maybe that's not fair. Dani is going through a lot with Naomi's health stuff. But still, she needs to stop playing games with Bill. She just needs to stop. Which leads me to the fact that Dani is going to confront Bill next week. The promo shows Dani marching right up to Bill and getting in his face. Timon Kyle Durrett is a Daytime Emmy nominee for a reason, you guys. His scenes with Carla Mosley are always fire. But what is she confronting him about? The champagne? The fact that he is ignoring Vernon's health advice? Or is she finally going to tell him to stay away from her family forever? Knowing Bill, he will just smirk and slur his words a bit because of the poison, and then say something incredibly arrogant. He just can't help himself. In other news, Deanna and Noah are reconnecting. Noah is the new guy, played by Nick Haglin. They met at Orphe Jeans recently, and they totally hit it off. The chemistry was there. It was cute. But you guys, Deanna is in the middle of a massive revenge plot against Joey Armstrong. She is trying to nail Joey to the wall for what happened to her dad, Doug. Is this really the best time for a new romance? And more importantly, who is Noah? Joey is paranoid right now. He found Doug's scorched earth letter. He doesn't trust Randy. What if Joey hired Noah to keep an eye on Deanna? It happens all the time on this show. I don't trust this handsome stranger for 1 second. Not 1 second. And finally, the anger is going to boil over next week when Martin blows up at Anastasia. Martin has been holding a lot in. We saw him and Smitty talking a few episodes ago about the time Martin killed a man to protect Vernon. That trauma is still there. It is always just under the surface for Martin. And Anastasia is going to push the wrong button. I don't know what she does, but Martin is going to lose his mind. Timekar Soretti and Brandon Claiborne are going to act the house down in this scene, I can already tell. It is going to be intense. So, when you look at the big picture for the weekly Beyond the Gates, preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31, it is all about secrets coming to the surface. The Dupree cousins are digging into Hayley. Smitty and Kat are digging into Lynette. Deanna is digging into Joey. Everybody is digging. And usually, when people dig in Fairmont Estates, they find dead bodies or toxic poison. The writers are really leaning into this classic daytime soap style where all the storylines start to intersect. Like, what if Lynette's disappearance is somehow connected to Joey's shady empire? Probably not, but you never know. Let me just ramble for a second about how tired I am of Hayley getting away with everything. She is so manipulative. She warns Randy to stay away from Mona because she is scared he will confess. She is isolating him. She is poisoning her husband. And she still walks around the country club like she owns the place. The family summit next week. I really hope Kat, Chelsea, Naomi, and the rest of them actually find something concrete. But they are so messy themselves. Chelsea is too busy exploiting Kat's transplant story on livestream. Naomi is overwhelmed. Kat is distracted by Smitty. Can they actually focus enough to take down Hayley? I guess we will find out in the weekly Beyond the Gates preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31. I just have to circle back to Dani and Andre for the whole champagne thing is so weird. Why did she drink it? She knows Bill is toxic, literally and figuratively. And Andre, poor Andre. He was just looking at mastectomy articles trying to understand what Naomi might go through and trying to support his wife, and she just shuts him out. The communication in that marriage is garbage right now. Absolute garbage. And Bill knows exactly how to exploit that. He is sitting there, shaking from Hayley's poison, but still finding the energy to ruin Dani's life. It is wild. And let's not forget about Anita and Vernon in all this. Anita just beat cancer. She gave that beautiful gift to Laura for saving her life. She is trying to be the matriarch. And Vernon is trying to give Bill advice. They are like the only sane people left in this town. But even they can't stop the storm that is coming. When the Dupree cousins hold that summit, it is going to drag the whole family into a war with Hayley. And if Hayley feels threatened, she might accelerate her timeline with Bill. This whole thing is a ticking time bomb. Okay, I need to wrap this up before I completely lose my voice or my mind. Staring at this screen is making me dizzy. But seriously, you guys, make sure you are ready for next week. The weekly Beyond the Gates preview promo for next week, July 27 to 31, is promising so much action. The Lynette mystery, the Hayley takedown, the Deanna romance trap, the Martin explosion. It is all happening. Let me know in the comments what you think about Noah. Is he a spy for Joey? And do you think the cousins will actually catch Hayley? I will be here covering it all, even if I am running on zero sleep. See you next time.